at the 100-metre marker. Sue Style from Mauler. Sue Style's in front. Mauler trying, but Sue Style's one from Mauler.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 230 and is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. Shortly we will preview our 7 runners for the Easter Saturday race day at Doomben, but we do present today's show though with heavy hearts. This week losing one of our long-time owners, Alan Acton, in very tragic circumstances, and he was a very good friend of yours, Tony.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was a tragic day, Tuesday, when the news came through. So there's not a whole lot I really want to say about it, apart from want to wish all our condolences to Jenny and all the kids, all the Acton family. He's going to be a man that's going to be sorely missed by many, and certainly no more so than his family, who I know that he particularly loves so much. So it's certainly been a rough week, and I hope we can make it a little bit better this Saturday, that's for sure. But yeah, terrible start this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Our sincerest condolences do go out to the entire Acton family from everyone here at Gollan Racing. Last Saturday was a good day for our stable, Tony, though. We did have 2 winners at Doomben, Situation Room and Argyle Pink.
Yeah, the racing was good last weekend there at Doomben. The track played pretty well. If anything, it was a bit hard to make up ground out wide, and a few of our horses, these 2 in particular, I thought the races they were in, there was a bit of pressure in them, and they were able to absorb good pressure and win. Situation Room, he couldn't be going any better.
He's a tough little bugger.
I never would have thought a year ago that we'd be sitting here talking about him winning 3 Saturdays in a row.
Right.
So he's done an amazing job. He's been up all for a fair while now, right through that summer carnival, basically up until the eve of winter.
Yeah.
So he's done a really good job. So he's gone for a well-earned break now. Hopefully he comes back, and maybe, who knows, maybe he finds a spot in something like a Wheatwood Handicap in Toowoomba in the spring. Argyle Pink, she was excellent. Kept from 13.50 last time in work. I brought her back in trip, which was nuts to me obviously now, but she's come back a heaps better, a lot better mare.
Yeah.
Just really going on her way. So hopefully we can keep her form up good, Claire, and we can sneak her into a listed race at the start of the carnival. It would be great for that group that bought a few nice fillies to hopefully be able to breed out of or sell as brood mares later on.
Absolutely. Let's look forward to our runners at Doomben this Saturday, Easter Saturday. The rail will be in the 5.5 metre position. The track is currently rated a soft 5 with mostly sunny days ahead. However, there is a chance of a storm on Friday afternoon. That could determine whether we start in the good or the soft range on Saturday.
Yes, we've got really warm weather forecast on Saturday, up to 32 degrees I think here Saturday. So it really will depend on what happens on Friday afternoon. There's talks of these supercell storms coming around. So I think everyone, in regards to this show, as today we're doing this on Thursday morning, the track's currently a soft 5.
Yeah.
You could work on really nice ground there at Doomben, but we have to keep an eye to the sky and just see what happens on Friday. That will certainly change everything, even though we've got a warm day forecast Saturday with the sun not rising as early now, and we are starting to get into that autumn weather. Any rain on Friday will affect the track a lot more than what it would have, say, a month and a half ago, which just stands to reason.
Okay. We'll start with race 2, which is the 3-year-old handicap over the 2,040 metres. Compass Rose will run, carrying 53.5 kilos with Angela Jones's 1.5 kilo claim. She's drawn barrier 7. She's currently paying $3.60 to win and $1.55 for the place. It was a good maiden win over the mile 2 starts ago at Eagle Farm, and then was strongest to the line over the mile, only missing by a head last start. Should appreciate the rise in distance and gets the blinkers on first time.
Yeah, she just threw that race away the other day, just wandering around. She wandered in and Anne's changed the whip through to the right hand, then she wandered out quite sharply, and she just never went straight enough to give herself a chance to win. She was still only narrowly beaten. Blinkers go on, get up to the 2,000 metres. She's a filly that's enjoying her racing preparation. She's working well. She certainly looks well. So you think with the blinkers on, the breed love them, so you think.
Yes.
And any cut in the ground is not going to be an issue for her. So she ticks a lot of boxes. 2,000 metres, not a problem at all. She looks exceptionally well placed.
Okay, the second runner we have in this race is Silver Goddess. She'll also carry 53.5 kilos with Ben Thompson riding from barrier 10. She's currently paying $4.50 to win and $1.70 for the place. She did break through to win her maiden last start over the 1,800 metres at the Sunshine Coast. Another positive is that she's always looked like she wanted further, and she gets this on Saturday.
Yeah, no matter what the weather, she'll handle as well, I'm sure of that. She really enjoys 2,000. I took her back to the jump outs in between. She's 1,000 metre jump out, so she's really on her way forward in the prep. This horse, she's a big girl, natural staying filly. 2,000 is not going to be an issue. She could do that twice if she wanted. So
Yes.
I think this race suits her beautifully as well. She's lightly raced and she's going absolutely terrific. So there's not much between these two fillies.
Okay.
Graham and Linda own both, so
yeah.
I can't really put one on top of the other, to be perfectly honest. You know, the Compass Rose, that filly, she's enjoying this fortnightly racing. She's a gross, strong, heavy filly, where the other filly, Silver Goddess, a big, long, leggy, you know, very athletic, grey girl that's about 17 hands. So spacing her runs is ideal for her. So they both had good preparations in it, and there's no doubt they've both found a race they should be very, very competitive in. So I'm going to sit squarely on the fence.
Okay, fair enough. Race 3 is the benchmark 78 handicap, run over 2,040 metres as well. Flensburg will run in this, who's just made his way to the door, just right on cue. He'll carry 54.5 kilos with Kyle Wilson-Taylor riding. Barrier 6, he's currently paying $6.50 to win and $2.30 for the place. He is third up on Saturday and out to his desired range as well. 3 of his 4 career wins have been at the 2,000 metres plus, and he is coming off a really strong finishing last start performance.
Yeah, yet another horse not going to bother if it's wet or dry. It'll suit him anyway. He probably should have won last start at Sunshine Coast. It was a right race for him. He just lost a bit of momentum to the corner. Kyle just sort of sat and lost ground rather than moving in. He stayed on. He knows the horse well now. His horse just got to ride a little bit quiet. He's drawn just to pop into a nice midfield spot here and relax and be good to the line. These 2,000 metre races of this sort of stature, whatever wins Saturday probably wouldn't win it again next week. They'll just take their turns. So I'm just hoping it's his turn.
Okay.
He's in good order, he's very fit, and he's certainly ready out for that 2,000 now further.
Okay. Race 5 is the Class 3 plate over the 1,640 metres. Tenzing runs in this, 57.5 kilos. Jimmy Orman on board, barrier 12. He's paying $6 to win at the moment and $2.25 for the place. He is on the 1 week backup after staying at the mile. He got held up at the top of the straight last week and lost some momentum. Picked up again, but the winner was up and gone by then.
Yeah, it was a day you needed that momentum. You had to be rolling in off the corner, and he just couldn't get it. One thing I won't tip him this week. That'll help him a little bit. He just can't find any luck.
No.
You know, he's actually racing really well. He's a really nice horse, and the win, lose or draw after Saturday will give him a break and start fresh with him, I'm sure, and you'll see a really nice horse. But he gives you a great feel, this horse, and I'm sure he'll be competitive in this grade. He's been competitive in every single run he's been here in Australia. This weekend will be no different. He just needs that stroke of luck at the right time. He just needs to be able to improve into the race when he wants to. He's won on the backup before in New Zealand.
He has, yes.
It's a 7-day backup with no concern. Weather conditions, no concern.
Race 6 is the QTIS 3-year-old handicap over the 1,050 metres. Liquor will run in this, 52 kilos, with Angela Jones on board from barrier 3. She is paying $13 to win and $3.30 for the place. She's certainly impressed putting together back-to-back wins. It's a starter racing career. Last start was over the 1,000 metres at Eagle Farm, where she kicked clear at the top of the straight and held on nicely.
Yeah, she's been super. Been really, really good. Won the half mile, then went to the tough 1,000 at Eagle Farm, like you mentioned, Claire, on the big track, which is hard to do. It's a big variation. Like if I was going from Ipswich to Doomben, similar-ish, you know, turning tracks, etc. But we did it on the tougher circuit. She held on really well after being driven mad the whole race. If we want a bit of a signal that the carnival's round the corner, this race will tell you that. There's a couple of really carnival horses here. This is a big step up from midweek grade. She's a bloody fast filly. All she can do is win, which she's been doing. She's got a lot of quality about her as an animal in herself. You look at her walk in the yard, she won't look out of place. She's a lovely, big, strong filly. Low draw, suits her. There's a fair bit of pressure in the race, but she's quite a fast horse. So I think she deserves a chance, and she couldn't be going any better than how she's going at the moment.
Absolutely. Race 7 is the benchmark 75 handicap over 1,200 metres. Self-Indulgent will run 58 kilos. Jimmy Orman will ride her from barrier 3. She is currently paying $4.80 to win and $1.95 for the place. She is first up on Saturday at a track that she does love, for 3 wins and 3 places from 9 goes there. Improved from her public trial into a jump out and will improve further off this run on Saturday.
Yeah, I've given her three jump outs or trials, so she's pretty forward. But you're right, I've always started a little bit shorter and worked my way, and then 1,200 is the distance she's won at, 11-1,200. So I've gone straight to the 1,200, just the right sort of race for her, to be honest. She's going quite well. She's in good order, she's quite fit. She's a big girl, so she always improves with a bit of racing. But her recoveries are coming back good, and I thought her work on Tuesday was right up to the mark. So she's definitely there to run well. I'm just going to find out whether I've done the right thing going first up 1,200, just going straight to her trip, or whether I should have given her that bridging run at the shorter distance. But I'm going to back myself here. I think she's up to the mark and she'll be very hard to beat.
Okay. Race 8 is the Open Quality Handicap over the 1,350 metres. Hilal runs 60 kilos. Jimmy Orman will ride him and he will jump from barrier 9. He's currently paying $5 to win and $2 for the place. He did show us toughness last start to just miss over the 1,200 metres, giving the winner 6 kilos. The 1,350 will suit him down to the ground, but the barrier makes it a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it does. The gate does a little bit, but it's a good start, the 1,350. The way he pinged the lids the other day, we'll have been going back on him the other day, and he just flew out and put himself there. So, look, I'll just leave it up to Orman again, I think, with him. But the 1,350 is a good start, like I mentioned. Got a good flat run down the back straight before you get that top corner of about the 900. So you've got plenty of time to make your decision. The step to 1,350 is perfect for him. He's always going to be giving horses weights in these types of races. It's just frustrating, I guess, but he's that's just the rating he's at. So, yeah, he's earned the rating, so he's going terrific. I can't fault him. He's improved. He's third up now out to his right trip. Whatever beats him will win the race. He's really up to the mark.
We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who do you think your best winning chances at Doomben on Saturday?
Got a sort of team in, a bit similar to last week, to be honest, where you got a lot of chances. Like most races we're in, we got a good chance in the race. And I don't want to tip one of the girls over each other in the 2,000 metre race. So I'm going to, because I'm going to sit on the fence there. So I'm going to go for a race where we've only got one runner in. I don't want to put any more pressure on Hilal. I've already tipped him first up, but I'm going to tip Hilal. I think he's bang on. He's third up to the 1,350, and he's spot on.
I think Flensburg's just happy you didn't tip him.
Sorry, Flensy.
Yeah.
So he's happy, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Your best each way chance?
Him. I think it's him.
Yeah.
It's each way odds. I mean, it's hard. I could tip Licorice at about $13 in that 3-year-old race, which is just an awfully good race. I just don't know how it all marries up, and she's got to get to that Saturday form. So I'll tip Flensy's about $6.50, something like that. I think he's third up, still got nice freshness in his legs at the 2,000.
He looks happier about that.
Yeah, tip you, mate. We're on top 3.
Okay. Your best at the provincials over the next few days?
Yeah, well, the main day for us is Sunday up the Sunshine Coast. We've got a pretty good team of runners in up there too. I'd be shocked if any of them aren't right hard in the market either. I'm going to tip one off an awkwardish draw there. The chairman, he's going really well. Winker's on.
Yep.
Be either between him or a Moral.
Okay.
Both really good chances up there on Sunday.
Okay. Your best track worker this week?
Oh, Hilal or Self-Indulgent.
Yeah.
They're both really good. They're both really good. We took a bunch of horses over to Doomben to work on the course proper on Wednesday as well. A bunch of carnival horses. I thought. Yep. Antino, Count the Beans were really good over there, and Soft Vinco and Vega won, and that's without mentioning too much about Golden Boom. So there's a bunch of horses here ticking along nicely, and I thank the club too for that, allowing us over there on Wednesday to that course proper at Doomben.
Okay, and your performance from the stable for the week?
Have to be situation room. I know Andrew Harvey will be watching this and be happy about that, but he wants to get a mention with his horse. But definitely him. 3 Saturdays in a row. It's bloody hard to do.
Yeah, very hard.
You need to find the right races, etc., etc. But you need to have that horse that can continue to improve as he goes up in grade, and that's exactly what he's done. So, situation room, you are my performance of the week.
Lovely. Little Archie will be very pleased to hear
He
that.
will be. Archie. He's enjoying a nice little break. He'll be kicking his heels up in the paddock.
He will be. Okay, it is time for Cav's Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. He was legless last week, missed both legs, and I'm sure he is determined to make amends. Let's hear what he has for us.
Welcome to Cav's Corner for this week. This week we'll go to Doomben on Saturday. We'll go Compass Rose a win, and then we'll venture to the sunny coast on Sunday, and we'll go a Moral a win. Good punting.
So he's gone Compass Rose a win into Immoral a win. Not much pressure on either one of those then, is there?
No, not much at all. So maybe I should have tipped Silver Goddess. Maybe I should have went that way just to go against him. But no, yeah, interesting picks. I think Blinker's first time Compass Rose pretty explains itself really. But I think it's a good enough multi.
Yep.
But I'm going to stick with my one. I'm going to have something on Hilal into the chairman.
Okay, fair enough. Good luck on Saturday, Tony, at Doomben, and let's hope the Easter Bunny finds you and your family on Sunday.
Yeah, happy Easter to everyone out there. Enjoy the time. I know a lot of people go away for the weekend, and it's a good weekend, Easter weekend. I know my kids, they'll be up doing a little egg hunt there on Sunday morning. So I hope I fill some pockets up on Saturday for everyone, and you'll enjoy your Easter Sunday together as a families.
Best of luck to everybody.